Here we go. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and welcome back to Let's Watch Ultraman Teo. And last time I watched episode 3, which began with Teo losing the battle with the two kaiju, basically. We see him get demorphed and all that. And after he was gone, the two kaiju started to fight, which at first I thought they were on the same side, but I'm like, oh, okay, so this is a completely different creature. And we even have the dopamine guy point out that, oh yeah, the creature that Blue Giant fought before, that wasn't the same one. It turned out it was actually a second one. Because I was always confused. I was like, why is this one being called 2? And I thought there was some kind of mystery of why the first corpse disappeared. But it was oh no, so it's basically the bird creature, I believe its name was Serta, basically came down secretly. Somehow nobody noticed this giant bird creature. Because, I mean, from what I could see, it doesn't turn invisible when it eats its prey. But yeah, it just came down and ate the corpse. Because that's how the battle between the two kaiju ends. They fight for a bit, but then Serta gets the drop on... I forget the first kaiju's name, unfortunately. I'm sorry. And yeah, he has a mouth belly, and he just eats him. And then he just flies off, and it turns out he's heading to the university because it can detect the creature that Ultraman Teo was protecting. And after he wakes up, he realizes this is happening, and he actually starts running to the university. And then we see the other characters of the astronomy club hear that the creature is coming to the university, and they all start trying to kind of work together to find the cart and tarp that Ibuki Teo brought the little creature in. But before they could do anything, it just wandered off. At first I thought it was trying to get away to protect them, but it kind of just seemed like it just kind of wandered off because it didn't know what it was doing. There's even a scene we see it wandering in public, and the UTTF lady and the dopamine guy are close by, but they don't see him. And then yeah, basically it almost gets eaten, but luckily Teo gets there, and he actually saves the day and eventually beats the creature and all that. There are a couple conversation things that were interesting when they were talking about the creature, saying yeah, that's why we got to keep it a secret because people don't understand the unknown. It's scary. And they even have, I think his name's Rintoro, go how do we even know that Blue Giant won't turn on us and try to kill us? And then Ibuki, as I say in the video, went I'd never do that. And they go, what? And then he just goes nothing. Because, yeah, that's something I didn't mention. I make it sound like they already knew he was Teo, but it's yeah, somehow, even though he said that, they don't know. Even though he just gave himself away, basically. But, yeah, he beats the creature, and then the episode ends with Emma kind of accepting the creature. She keeps calling it Poochie. And she's oh, let's run the astronomy club and protect Poochie. And that's just where it ended, basically. So now I'm going to watch episode 4, which is called Workshop Watch Out. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen next and where it's going to go. And I didn't mention this before, but I might have heard, I don't know if it's true yet. I guess we'll see as the show goes on. But this one's supposed to be more of a serialized show. So basically, each episode might pick up right after the next one and be a continuous kind of thing, maybe. Compared to, other Ultraman shows. You'd watch Omega, and then the next episode you'd be oh, this is, taking place weeks or so after and stuff. So, yeah, I'm curious if they're going to stick with that or change it up. But I guess we'll see. To you a bit out of this intro, I think. Oh, you can probably tell by my face. Oh, I'm a bit tired. But don't worry, I'm still excited to watch this. So, without further ado, let's watch Ultraman Teo Episode 4.
みんなはプーちゃんが怪獣に襲われてるの見て何も感じなかったの？私は助けてあげたいって思ったけどな。すごいな。
How convenient. Because of its adorableness, huh? That's the only reason you wanted to... Oh, you'll be back. Oh, I thought it would only be him, but damn. Ah, okay. Damn. Still gotta build up that teamwork, I guess.
やっぱりふるさとに返してあげるべきだって。
ふるさと？
プッチーにふるさとの星があるなら
Okay.
そこで暮らして
I was about to say, I was wondering why he didn't want to. He was like, oh, okay. He's like, I think it's best we just get him out of here. Just so then he doesn't have to be around me. And I say that because, again, I feel he definitely has a lot of, like I've said before, survivor's guilt and blames himself for a lot of stuff. And he doesn't feel like he can protect him. So yeah, last episode, like I was saying, they were showing they do have a bit of teamwork. They do work well together, but then unfortunately the others aren't committed to it yet. And I guess that's going to be a thing throughout the show, is eventually they'll start to come together and they'll rejoin the astronomy club and they'll have a purpose and all that. That's what I feel like it's building up to. Man, dude, you're being so casual. Like, man, she's like, man, you know so much about this. How do you know? Just in case if you don't remember episode 2, that was just so long time ago. I will admit, that's always a staple I like of Japanese stuff, when it's like, oh hey, remember this? Though, I mean, I guess this did come out a few weeks ago, but still. Yeah, I was just about to say, dude, you were being way too casual. You're exposing yourself so badly, man. Nah, well, why would you believe that? Whatever. That's a terrible excuse. But of course, she's a fucking airhead. So, she is a bit, yeah. That's still the question. It's like, yeah, where did this thing get this ship, and like, did it? I'm assuming it didn't have control, but yeah, why did it come to Earth? That's why I'm wondering if like it was captured and somehow escaped. Maybe. I guess we'll find out later. He's like, yeah. How the fuck am I supposed to get in? I can't get up there. Yeah, let's say. I remember, I think I kind of saw a little preview accidentally. I'm like, how the hell do you think that's gonna work? I'll say, well, just go get a ladder. Like, come back and with a ladder and then have him climb up. I was like, that's gonna be the bathroom, and you're gonna just let that be in the room? Oh man. Better make sure you clean up real well. Kaiju poop. What? Oh, right. Dopamine guy. He's like, oh, I want to check out all the kaiju stuff. I love it. And I'm assuming all our old group is here and we're gonna run into each other. Yep. Already. What up? I was just about to say Kana. I'm still learning their names. I'm sorry. I will say, so far, in my opinion, they haven't really gotten that interesting yet. They're just kind of like, okay, they're just kind of their character stereotypes. But hopefully they'll grow as the show goes on. I'm curious to see where they go. Let's say, man, thank God you don't remember him. Because it's true. Like, yeah, he met him after he got defeated in the last episode. Like, imagine if he did. It's mine! You're not allowed to touch it! It's my poo. He did say that. Oh my god. Well, this is a bit too silly, honestly. It's like, calm down. Oh, the hell? They had to censor. Damn, did you just try to get him killed, Teo? That's so mean. So far, I'm very curious what the kaiju is going to be. Is it going to be another space kaiju, or is this actually going to be one that is actually part of this Earth, and how's it going to show up and stuff? Because so far, no setup for how this kaiju is just going to show up at all. So far, we're just focusing on the characters. And like I said, yeah, it looks like this episode is going to focus on Kana, and then she'll eventually want to rejoin the group.
こと心配してくれてるんですよね。
なんで私が？
だって今野さんサンプルいっぱい拾ってくれてたから。
See, even though you didn't want to be buddy-buddy, you deep down care and you want to be Poochie's buddy.
不思議な人だよね。
Well, I'm not a person, I'm an alien. Just gives it away. It's like, oh shit.
っていうか、人というより動物に近いのかな。
え、俺動物ですか？
うん。
I'm about to say.
このワンちゃん可愛いですね。
Like, I was just gotta say it too. It's like, oh,
ゴンタって言うん
she
だ。
probably likes spending time with him because, yeah, he's not human. He's an alien.
私の家族でもあり。
Oh, it was. Oh, I'm sorry about your dog, man.
ペットロスってやつ？
That can kind of explain in episode 3 why she tried to run out to save Poochie and Rintaro stopped her. Because she probably sees, like, Poochie as, like her dog, like a pet that she wanted to take care of. So it's sad after losing him, yeah.
ゴンタは幸せだったと思います。失った辛さの大きさは幸せの大きさと同じだから。ね。
I like that. That's a good line. The magnitude of losing someone is also the same of the joy they brought. Yeah. Like, even though they're gone, still remember all the good times they gave you, too. That's always an important aspect to always remember, even if someone is gone. That part will always live on with the person they spent time with. Oh god! Watch out! The kaiju's on the move now! It's my poo now! Why does it want it? Well, again, looking at it as a vine, if I had to guess, this might be some kind of plant kaiju then? And maybe it wants to use the feces as a manure. She's so excited. She's like, oh my god, look at this cool alien technology! That's why I feel it's gonna be interesting when she finds out he's a Teo. She'll be like, oh my god, you're an alien! That's so cool!
ちょっと抜けてもいいですか？気になることがあって。
What you gonna go to check out, Teo? What's going on? That's something I've been meaning to say again, too. It's funny, again, the show's called Ultraman Teo, but there's been no mention of Teo at all. So I'm, like, very curious when he's gonna, like, say his actual name. Because I'm assuming that is his actual name. And then eventually it'll be revealed to everybody. Oh no, he stole my phone, you bastard. Oh my goodness.
風か。
No, it's not the wind, it's something else. I always love that trope in like certain movies and shows where, I think it was just the wind. Oh, jeez.
やっぱり昼間サンプル持ってったのお前たちだったんだな。
Yeah, and I'll do it again. Starting with you. You're gonna become my food, you son of a bitch. Oh boy. Oh god. Hey. Okay, so it works like that too. If he wants to protect people, but also if he's just in danger, it'll transform him. Okay. Get your frickin' tentacle out of my face, dude. Come on, get out here. Alright, let's get a good look at you. Oh my goodness. I like the look of it. Looks all freaky and cool. Oh god, careful, Kana. Oh my god. She's just a heavy sleeper. How does she not hear the terrible kaiju screams? I'm amazed they don't, like, feel anything. You think the ground would be shaking with these two titans, like, moving around. That's a fun shot. Just the setting sun in them. Oh. He's a bit clumsy, too. He was like, oh, jeez. Ran too fast. Man, this thing is acting weird. That's why I'm curious. I'm gonna assume we're probably gonna get this thing in another episode, and we'll probably learn more about it. Cause yeah, we have no idea what the hell this thing is. To where again, I don't even know if it's a space or Earth kaiju. But again, I like the design, where it looks kind of like this lizard creature and like the tentacles and stuff. Oh, and there he goes. He got away. It almost seemed like it possibly didn't even want to actually fight. Yeah, even he's like, huh, that was weird. Oh, you motherfucker. Just when I thought it ran away, it fucking tricked him. Oh, you little bastard. Oh, God. Quick, touch your chest. You need to use one of your powers, dude. Oh, God. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Damn. I was gonna say, what was that? Interesting. It, like, feels like a move I've seen from Tiga, where he, like, lights up his body. But damn, that was a cool flip he did, actually, to get out of there. Alright, careful. Is he actually gone this time? He even was like, he like double checked to make sure he wasn't gonna grab him again. That was funny, I like that. Tori's like, oh, I guess it ran away. I guess I'll leave then. Oh, Jesus! Tried to drag him one last time before it decided, oh, fuck this, I'm out of here. Okay. Yeah, I'm very curious to learn what that thing's all about in the next episode, then. Oh, shit. What's that? I will say, I'd be surprised if Teo didn't see that. You think you would have saw that, like, I know that symbol. But oh, what the hell? Is it gonna turn out she's an alien? Because why did it activate for her? It's a bit weird. Oh God, careful. Oh God, she's gonna get sucked up. Oh. Yeah, she might be an alien. Because she was not freaked out. She just naturally did that. Poochie! Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, well, that was episode 4 of Ultraman Teo. Yeah, so far that was fun. I like that fight towards the end too. Especially, I like the idea. It felt like it was a stalemate, but clearly Teo did kind of win there. He managed to drive off the creature. But yeah, it was a weird kind of creature too. It at first wanted to kind of fight him, but then it just decided, fuck this, I'm running away. And then it tried to, like, pull him in one more time, which was interesting. But yeah, the whole episode, so far the plot was just a bunch of silliness. It was just, oh, quick, we gotta collect the kaiju feces before the professor does, or might discover some shit. It's like, okay. Wonder if that'll actually be brought up in the next episode or not. Who knows? Again, I'm very curious to learn about that creature, because yeah, it's like, as we see, it gathered a bunch of stuff, so I'm assuming this thing has to be an Earth kaiju. It seems like it's been living on Earth for a while if it's gathered all of that stuff. And again, like I said, that's why I was assuming it grabbed, like, the feces, maybe. Like, even though it was grabbing a bunch of stuff, if it is a plant-based kind of kaiju, you could say, like, oh, it's using it as, like, manure to, like, maybe make itself stronger, possibly. That'd be interesting if that's what they were trying to do. But yeah, just mainly, so the plot seems to be right now just, yeah, we're trying to get Poochie back into the ship. And like I said, each of the members just kind of quit because they're like, yeah, no, I don't want to participate in this bullshit. But I'm assuming each episode will have each of them rejoin the team eventually, and we're starting with Kana. Though she's already become interesting now. I was just saying, like, man, I was like, she's fine, she's just kind of standard character, kind of likes being a loner. But like now that line of her being like, I like being with you, Ibuki. You feel more like an animal because I don't really like being with people. But the fact we just saw that scene and she touched the symbol and then the way she raised her hand, I was like, oh, is she an alien? Like, oh shit, okay. Now that makes me wonder about the others though too. I wonder if that'll be like kind of a plot twist thing they might do. Because again, I have a feeling I might not be wrong, but again, who knows? I'm wrong. But that felt like I'm like, oh, did they just reveal she's a fucking alien? Oh, okay, interesting. I did not expect that. And again, I keep saying that because just the way she went into the ship, she was very like natural about it. Like she wasn't like freaked out or anything. She just did it, which I was like, huh. So it makes me wonder, what if all the other two that left, what if it turns out they were aliens as well? Like, that'd be kind of interesting. And they're all just refugees from, like, different planets that came to Earth. And again, like I said, that could explain why she's like, I don't like being with people. Because she's not human. She doesn't feel human around these people. But, yeah, overall, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen next time. And as I was saying in the beginning, yeah, so far this is very serialized. Like the beginning of this episode literally just started right where episode 3 left off too, where she's like, let's protect Poochie. And I'm glad we finally have a name for it, because I was like wondering, what name are they gonna settle on this thing? Because all the other characters kept calling it different names. But okay, so it's officially called Poochie, or as she calls it, Poochie Pie. She loves calling him Poochie Pie, but I'm just gonna stick with Poochie if you don't mind, Emma. But yeah, overall that was good, and I liked that too of like the transformation device when he was like get grabbed by the vines. Which again, maybe some people will be like, well, yeah, obviously, why wouldn't he transform? Again, I don't know how this thing works, because usually, like, take the original Ultraman. He has to grab the beta capsule, hold it up, and push a button to activate it. And again, there are instances, like a Ultraman Gaia, when Fujima Agul captured him to try to stop him from fighting a kaiju. He like tied him up and left his transformation device on the table, and he was able to transform without even touching it because of the will of wanting to protect and all that. So like that's why I'm saying it's interesting. Like, so okay, so either when he wants to protect people, he could like transform, or if he's in danger, the device will let him transform. And yeah, as I've said before too, I'm curious if we're never gonna get like a little transformation thing like again Omega and stuff. Which I wonder if they just maybe took that as a complaint, where it's like, okay, well, he has the transformation device, and whenever he like holds it up, because he did do that too, he just kind of just like a beta capsule. He just kind of held it up and then just transformed, and it just kind of happens. That's what I feel like they're doing, to be like, okay, we're not going to waste your time with like a fancy transformation sequence. Just bam, there you go, you get the rise, and then he's just there. But again, who knows? They might change that. And yeah, overall, I think that's all I gotta say. Well, admit it's funny, like, yeah, he's investigating all the kaiju feces and stuff, and just the UTTF lady wasn't there. I guess they couldn't have him for that episode. They were like, oh, well, we couldn't get her, so oh, well. And again, thank God he didn't recognize him, because yeah, that is so funny. He's like, wait, do I recognize you? You're not the guy who was where those two monsters were they? Were you? I mean, like, that's kind of funny. I liked when he like picked up the feces too, that they like censored it. Makes me think of like Chainsaw Man when Daichi kisses that forget her name, the eye patch. chick, and then she just pukes in his mouth. It's just all bleh, just a blur. It's like, oh god. That's what that made me think of. It also made me think of the funny thing they do in like Yakuza, where you can pick up cockroaches, but it's censored. Again, yeah, overall this was just a wacky little episode. And it felt more like a setup episode compared to like being its own episode. Because it's like, okay, we set up like the drama of how are we gonna get Poochie into the ship. Uh-oh, there's some weird plant kaiju, and now we're gonna have to figure out what the hell this thing is and what is it doing. And now it's also building up the mystery of like, whoa, Kana just activated the ship easily. Like, who is she? Like, where did she actually come from? I'm gonna just feel so silly if it turns out she's not an alien, but she has to be. She has to be. I always love doubting myself because I love when I'm sometimes confident. I'm like, oh, it's this. It's gotta be, and then it's like, nope. But yeah, I hope she's an alien because again, it makes her dialogue interesting. And again, I wonder if we'll get more on the backstory about her dog, like she was talking about that her dog got sick and died, unfortunately. Or I wonder if the context of like the dog is not even the actual dog. Maybe it's like something else. And like I said before, I loved what Teo said to her was like, the magnitude of losing somebody is equal to the joy they brought you. I was like, oh, that's a nice line, like I said before. And I wonder how that'll reflect on his character when we learn more about his past. But we'll see as the show goes on. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. This has been CB Ultra 7068. And I'll be back with some more Ultraman Teo next time. So, stay tuned for that. Bye-bye. I didn't you do my normal thing. It's actually, I'll be back with some Let's Watch Ultraman Teo. I like to add the Let's Watch. Bye-bye.